me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Mexico City Diablos. These teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Derrick Henry. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go for it. Fall down. Safety's creeping.
A first down carry for Henry. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Running from the gun with Howard. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
For Jordan Howard.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 16-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Bridgewater. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On downs.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Out to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
18-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Diablos 3, Packers nothing.
Mike, 58, right there. You must be drinking. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Packers' 8-yard line.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Mike, 58 right there. Push him back. Push him back. I want to go out. Yeah, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
To throw, Bridgewater. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when it didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
No gain on the play.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because down alignment, you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
Rodgers now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down Packers. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The line of scrimmage.
John Simon in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Aaron Jones.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big back?
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here we go. 58, boys, 58.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
47-yard line.
Being chased out left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah. 58.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He completes this into the hands of Miller. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 18.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
36-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Under 10, 10.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A quick throw by Bridgewater, and that's complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
24-yard gain.
That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Henry. Down right around the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 4. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Henry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Alexander on the
back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
This is Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.